All right, I'm with David Epstein. All right, let's talk about water. We all need it. We can't live without it. And yet, not everywhere I go does it taste good, or is it good for you?
It's absolutely delicious, and it's a very great way of starting our conversation. We actually are more than 70% water, so it is extremely important that the water you're drinking is not just wet, but it's healthy and delicious.
So talk about your water. All right, so I just got pointed to Stephanie. So you're Stephanie Phelps.
I am.
Now you're not related to Mr. Phelps, with the tape. Now, this tape won't self-destruct. Okay, so tell me about the water.
Purezza in itself has been able to perfect the process that takes ordinary tap water and turn it into pure premium water. So we have a solution that's good for everybody, not just today we were eye-opening with the experience that we had. We were thinking that it was sort of luxury, but it's everybody. So everything from cafes to pizza shops to restaurants to hotels have the ability to take ordinary tap water and produce pure premium water in a deliverable solution that's eco-friendly. So everything that we do has eco-awareness and eco-friendliness to it. And you end up at the end of the day with pure, still, and premium sparkling water.
See, what's interesting is I won't name anybody, but there's a restaurant in Long Island that I love the food. But you want to gag when you drink the water, and I'm amazed that the owners haven't figured out that their tap water it's beyond untasteful. I mean, it tastes horrendous, and I love their food, but I won't go there, and it's a shame because I don't think they realize that. Look, you won't drink the water in coffee or tea, and you're not necessarily going to want to eat the lettuce or the things that they wash the food with. So they're really losing a lot of business just because the water tastes horrendous, and you figure the water tastes horrendous. It's either not healthy or there's something wrong,
Right. So conceptually, the program that we actually put in place allows you to be able to take that ordinary tap water. But to go back to your point of that restaurant, there are two things that are given away in a restaurant. Bread is one, water is the second. And so when they do that, they're actually thinking, oh, it's just something that I give to you. And everybody should recognize it's the experience of water that can make or break the experience of a restaurant. The same thing with bread. So with that philosophy, people are getting it now, but they didn't actually get it before. They're like, well, I'm just giving this to you. But they're actually giving their experience to you, and we're trying to change what that experience is. With the delivery system that we have, with the beautiful bottles that we have, we provide an experience that is so far above what's in the industry today.
They've actually proven that sparkling water is one of the biggest, newest categories in the hospitality business because of the fact that people are no longer drinking soda the way they used to. And they also have a whole nother revenue source, which is craft cocktails, where they take our sparkling water and they'll put fruit in the drink. And all of a sudden you have the opportunity, a whole nother revenue source, to charge for a glass of sparkling water as a cocktail. Plenty of people don't drink alcohol, plenty of people are healthy, and plenty of people are watching their weight. This is a solution in so many different ways. It's extremely lucrative for the restaurant, and it's a very classy thing to offer your patrons.
Can you put this system in your home? Yes, it's more designed. It's more designed for the retail bar business and food business.
It's more of a commercial application. The way that we actually go to market is on a commercial aspect, but there are always solutions that we can accommodate for particular scenarios. It's not our mainstream, but there's opportunity.
And one more thing that I really want you to understand, we're now putting these systems in offices as well.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Which is a great thing. Think about all the offices in Manhattan that have all these cases of Pellegrino and Pana and Voss and all these other things. What if you had a solution to no longer ever have to go and have bottles delivered, and you could have a system within in your conference rooms with all your employees? It's very tasteful, it's delicious, and it makes both dollars and cents.
Now, I assume with congestion pricing, it's even more compelling because now that the water gets delivered, it's going to be even more expensive.
It's extremely inexpensive.
So what is the basic concept? The basic concept behind the system? Is it a filtration system? Is it reverse osmosis?
The basic concept behind the system is this is a solution to this is an alternative to sparkling and still water that's being imported from other countries. For instance, Pellegrino was produced almost 2 years ago in Italy. They put salt in the water to preserve it. It's then shipped 1,000 miles on the ocean, comes here, goes from truck to truck to truck, eventually goes and ends up on your table in your house or in a restaurant, restaurant, you open it once, you pour it twice, and it goes in the garbage. That just shouldn't be. It just doesn't sound right. We have the solution for that.
But I'm talking mechanically, how does it purify the water? Is it a filter system? Is it an osmosis system? Is it?
It depends on the water. So the filtration that's actually put in place is customized to the water.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, so we actually have to accommodate certain scenarios based upon the actual incoming water. So if RO is needed, then RO is used. If a higher micron calculation is needed, then that's used. It all depends. So, but everything that we do accommodates the actual incoming water solution.
We literally customize the system for you based on where you live, and whether it's Florida or New York, it's all different types of water. But the bottom line is that we will make sure that you get the right filtration system for wherever it is that you live or serve the water.
What are the more common contaminants in the water right here in New York? Is it chemicals? Is it just the fact that it goes through a lot of pipes?
Yeah, the most common contaminant right now is sediment. So when the city starts coming to life after winter, you actually have the stirring up of what's happening, so sediment starts hitting the water. So we actually have to adjust the micron filter so that it has a smaller filtration size that allows you to reduce the sediments that are actually showing up in your water. New York City water in itself is actually fantastic, but when all of that activity occurs, you actually have to accommodate for that and increase the micron filtration that's occurring to reduce that sediment.
I assume that one of the bigger problems is all the pipes that are out there that are really, really old.
So, what Stephanie just said is so accurate, because New York City water, New York water is great, but who's getting it from the reservoir? You're not going and scooping out, a pitcher of water. So by the time it goes from the reservoir through the pipes to your home, the reality is that if you live in a new building, great, you've got new pipes, but think about all the pipes that it has to go through. It's almost like highways, and all the traveling that happens. By the time it comes out of your faucet, it's not that amazing New York City healthy water that you think you're getting, and that's where we come in, and we're happy to help you.
And I assume that the older the building, I assume that the older the building, the worse it is, because I assume that they used less than desirable materials back all those years ago with like lead and welding and things like that.
Yes, that is in fact the case, but again, we can't actually have that conversation. We actually have to experience that particular piece. So as we experience that, we accommodate for that.
That's great. Oh, what? Okay, so no, just get away from the. So what is? So what's the website, and how do people get in touch with you?
People can get in touch with us at www.purezza.com.
Like, how do you spell that?
Purezza.com.
All right, great. All right, thank you so much. It's been very, very helpful.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
All right, cheers.
That was awesome.